So a little strategy is shuffled up the field, and now Carl Edwards is going to be back 10th in line for this restart. Clint Boyer 14th for the restart after some other teams did a little strategy there.
No, a lot of two-tire strategy going on. A lot of things are changing around right now. And another thing, it's getting much cooler out there, so the cars are really going to change a lot, guys.
And we saw how much track position makes a difference here, and we did see two tires work a little bit last night in a truck race, so a lot of different strategy.
Both of these guys seem to have more grip in their race cars, so it's going to be interesting to see if they advance together through the field. Clint Boyer is going to hook onto the back end of Carl Edwards and try to stay as close as he can for this next run.
All I can think of is how agonizing this has got to be for the guys behind the wheel and the crew chiefs on top of the pit box watching this thing go up, down, inside out, and backwards as this race unfolds for these next 120 laps, Doc.
Very agonizing for a championship. It's been a long 10-month, 34-race season. Right now, Carl Edwards back in 10th position and Boyer back in 14th. Now, the reason for the caution, the spin by the 29 car of Jeff Burton. Mike.
And the Holiday Inn team continuing to work on the 29 car. Jeff, what happened?
Driver not very smart. We were really loose on that set of tires, which is what we fought all weekend. We were either going to be really good on long runs or good on short runs, and so we put our long run stuff in there, and I was really loose on new tires, and I just overstepped my bounds. It's you know, trying to make lap time, trying to catch the 88 and get back up to those guys up front, and just drove over my head and lost it.
Well, guys, they're working on the car. Looks like there's a little bit of radiator damage and maybe some other cosmetic damage. They're looking to try to get that car back out on the track. Doc?
Fourth winningest driver in NASCAR nationwide history, Jeff Burton, 27 victories. His last win came in this race right here a year ago, now with the damage to Chevy in the garage area. Top three cars did not come on the pit road, that they will lead them down to the green flag. Newman, Montoya, and Byers. What about our championship contenders? There is Edwards in 10th spot, Boyer back in 14th. The separation 33 points now. Edwards behind the two car in the point standings.
Yeah, as far back as Edwards seems to be in 10th, I can assure you that Clint Boyer looks up through there and he's thinking, oh my gosh, how did I get back in this position again? You know, you talk about 14th, that's literally 28th almost, because you've got lap cars down on the inside.
Yeah, both these guys are going to have some racing to do right here on this restart.
Coming down for the green flag, 18 laps away from the halfway point here in the season finale to crowning a champion in the NASCAR Nationwide Series.
There's Ryan Newman out front right now, and see Montoya go to the inside trying to take the lead away.
Montoya in the 42 car, making only his second nationwide start of the year. Look at Newman just go roaring by on the high side.
Bobby Hamilton Jr. kind of decided who was going to win that little battle.
Again, the pit strategy a moment ago. The 7 car of Mike Wallace, the 1 of Bliss taking gas only. The 17 and 88 taking 2 tires.
Look at Carl Edwards in this. At least 3 wide, if not 4 here.
Kyle Busch in the middle of that sandwich. Let's see if Carl will follow him through.
Look at Kyle Busch drive that car down in the corner.
Make it stick. See David Reagan go to the top side. It's Jamie McMurray.
Three teammates right here all together.
Wow, that's 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. And now Reagan goes right in behind his teammate Carl Edwards.
Their second spot, Kelly Byers going by Juan Montoya, as well as Keselowski.
Man, what a great race Kelly Byers has run so far.
But all the racing all over the racetrack has been incredible tonight.
Back to this pack here, the 18 car of Kyle Busch on the inside of the 99, David Rudiman.
That is for position.
That's 5th spot.
5th spot.
That's 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th on the screen. Again, a couple of young drivers up front, Keselowski and Kelly Byers. News that Kelly Byers may not have a full-time ride in 2009, so nothing motivates your driver more to show your stuff than looking for a place to go.
A little audition on the racetrack. Here comes Kyle Busch. You see him just fly down in the corner. His 4 tires are a big help also.
Yeah, it takes that 4th spot away from Montoya, who had pitted on the previous caution. I think that's why they stayed out. Here comes Carl Edwards, the inside of David Rudiman.
While all this is going on, Clint Boyer's in 12th spot. Edwards, they're fighting for 6th.
Show you back where Boyer, there comes Boyer's car in 12th position. The 2 car back behind the 7 of Mike Wallace, and in front of the 20 of Joey Logano.
Carl Edwards can just, you know, just forget about how to being careful. Just go to the front. He doesn't have to worry about anything. On the other hand, Clint Boyer needs to just make sure he doesn't make a mistake in this situation, because this is kind of a testy part of the race when you've got these guys on different strategies.
Extremely important to show more patience than you've ever shown before in this situation right here if you're Clint Boyer. You see Carl Edwards trying to pick up another spot here.
This would be for 5th position. Dave.
And guys, he's having to use both the top and the low groove on this racetrack. Drew Blickensderfer, his crew chief, told me that he was very good in the high line. In fact, told him in final practice he didn't think he could get it any better in the high line, but a little tough passing on the low side, as we see our leaders battling as well. Carl will take that spot. Kyle Busch side by side for the lead.
Third position, Kyle Busch. Remember, if you just joined our coverage, Kyle Busch trying to chase history as well. Remember, he tied the legendary Sam Martin with his 10th win in the season a few weeks ago, and now trying to become the all-time winningest driver in a single season in NASCAR nationwide history.
Yeah, and that might be Carl Edwards' biggest problem in trying to win this race tonight, is that's Kyle Busch.
How about Ryan Newman here? He didn't even make a pit stop using that track position. We got a problem off turn 4. Michael Annett also brought out this earlier caution. He's in another one here.
Caution for the 3rd time a day. See, Michael's Toyota has some scrapes already on the right side from that earlier contact with the concrete. Gets it fired, won't pull away, but it will slow the field down, and the pace car will come back out.
See, he had been into the wall up there one time, and he was trying to stay out at that time. Kind of gave a tug on the wheel, and the back end jumped out from under him. Didn't hit anything, though.
On it first because they're flat, and then we'll come back and keep fixing it. This is going to be a quick one because there ain't no stuff, so we got to go, boys.
See, all 4 tires are flat from the spin.
There have been 8 different leaders, 8 lead changes. There's our current leader, the 33 car, Ryan Newman, driving for Kevin Harvick. Ryan, by the way, the only driver ever to win this race from the pole in NASCAR Nationwide Series history. Did it here in 2005.
The last time Ryan Newman was on pit road was on lap 66, so we'll see if he comes down pit road.
Yeah, he and Kelly Byers stayed on the racetrack, as did the 42 of Montoya on that previous caution flag.
They're not looking towards pit road so far. The leaders aren't. You can see it's open, the green flag waving.
So no takers, so we'll take a break. Under caution here for the 3rd time tonight, just 9 laps away from the halfway point.
How much longer will it be?